The fluorescent lights buzzed like angry hornets overhead, casting harsh shadows across the polished wooden floor of the university gym. Alex Rivera gripped the parallel bars, his calloused hands slick with sweat, heart pounding not from fear, but from the venomous words still echoing in his ears. Fairy flips won't win medals. Rivera, stick to knitting circles. Coach Harlan's laugh had sliced through the team like a dull blade, leaving 18-year-old freshmen snickering and veterans averting their eyes. But as Alex swung upward, muscles coiling like springs, he knew this routine wasn't just for points. It was for survival, a defiant roar against the man who'd made his dream feel like a punchline. Alex launched into his mount, the bars groaning under his weight, each twist a rebellion etched into his bones. He'd come to Stanford on a full ride, the golden boy from a dusty Texas town where queerness was whispered like a curse. Gymnastics had been his escape, the one place where his body spoke truths his voice never could. But Coach Harlan, with his buzz cut and beer gut, saw only weakness in Alex's fluid grace, mocking him in front of the team as if orientation was a flaw to be coached out. "You prance like you're at a drag show, kid," he'd sneered during practice, the words landing harder than any dismount. Alex bit back retorts, channeling the hurt into every vault, every release, until tonight's intra-squad meet, where the stakes felt personal, the air thick with unspoken judgments. As he transitioned to the high bar, the gym's chatter faded into a distant hum. His best friend, Mia, watched from the bleachers, her dark braids tied back, fists clenched in silent solidarity. Mia, the fierce lesbian diver who dragged him out of the closet 2 years ago with a six-pack and a playlist of Riot Girl anthems, knew the toll this took. "Harlan's just scared of what he can't control," she'd said last week over late-night tacos, her voice steady but eyes fierce. "You're gold, Alex. Don't let him tarnish it." Now, as he soared into a catch-off, the world blurred, grips biting into his palms, chalk dust swirling like ghosts. He stuck the landing, the thud echoing, but Harlan's scowl from the sidelines twisted it into nothing. "Sloppy, Rivera. Like your priorities." The team filed out after the meet, shoulders slumped under the weight of another loss to Caltech. Alex lingered, wiping down the bars with mechanical swipes, the sting of defeat mingling with something sharper, betrayal. He'd overheard Harlan in the locker room, voice booming to the assistant coach. "Kid's got talent, sure, but that lifestyle? It's a distraction. We'll weed it out or cut him loose." Weeds. As if Alex's love for Jordan, the quiet sophomore on the swim team with freckles like constellations, was a flaw in his form. Jordan, who texted him memes at midnight and held his hand under cafeteria tables, pretending it was just bros being brothers. Their secret felt like a fragile vault, exhilarating, but one wrong twist from crashing. Outside, the California night wrapped cool arms around him, eucalyptus scent cutting through the chlorine haze from the pool. Jordan waited by the bike racks, hood up against the drizzle, his smile tentative. "Heard about the meet. You okay?" Alex shrugged, leaning against the chain-link fence, the metal cold through his jacket. "Same old Harlan. Thinks I'm auditioning for Broadway instead of nationals." Jordan's laugh was soft, disarming, but his eyes searched Alex's face like he was reading invisible score sheets. They'd met freshman orientation, bonding over shared playlists, and the terror of coming out in a state where ally sometimes meant tolerate. Jordan's bisexuality was a quiet hum, not a shout, but in stolen moments behind the bleachers, it felt like home. They walked to the dorms in companionable silence, rain pattering on leaves like hesitant applause. "Mia says we should crash the Pride Center's open mic tomorrow," Jordan ventured, bumping Alex's shoulder. "You could read that poem you wrote, the one about defying gravity." Alex's chest tightened. The poem was raw, words about loving fiercely in a world that clipped wings. "Maybe, if Harlan doesn't bench me for insubordination first." Jordan stopped, turning to face him under a street lamp's glow. "Screw Harlan. You're the one who flies." Their kiss was brief, urgent, a promise against the downpour. But as Alex pulled away, a shadow flickered in Jordan's eyes, something unspoken, like a held breath before a dive. Back in his room, posters of Olympic greats stared down like silent judges. Kohei Uchimura's poise, Simone Biles' power. Alex collapsed onto his bed, scrolling through his phone until Mia's text lit up the screen. Team chat blowing up. Some idiot leaked Harlan's rant. Twitter's on fire. Justice for gymnasts or some crap. You seeing this? His stomach dropped. The clip was grainy, Harlan's face red and bloated, words slurring into bigotry. Comments poured in, outrage from alumni, support from strangers, but also the ugliness, slurs, threats, the kind that made Alex's Texas scars itch. He fired off a reply to Mia, delete it. Makes us look weak. But deep down, a spark ignited, not anger, but resolve. If the world was watching, maybe it was time to show them what strength really looked like. Morning practice dawned gray, the gym a pressure cooker of whispers and side-eyes. Teammates avoided Alex's gaze, their loyalty fracturing like cheap chalk. Harlan stormed in late, face thunderous, barking orders without the usual barbs. Rivera, on rings. Now. Alex complied, the leather straps biting into his wrists as he pulled into a cross. Each rep a meditation on endurance. But midway through, his phone buzzed in his bag. Jordan. We need to talk. Coffee. Urgent. The word snagged like a rip in his grips. Urgent from Jordan meant vulnerability, the kind that came with family calls or sponsor pressures. Alex nodded to himself, promising to meet after. Over steaming lattes in the campus cafe, Jordan fidgeted with his cup, steam curling like unanswered questions. My parents saw the video. They're freaking out. Dad's all, this school's gone liberal snowflake, and Mom's worried it'll tank my scholarship. Alex's throat closed. Jordan's family was old money East Coast, tolerant in theory but brittle in practice. They know about us. Jordan shook his head, too quick. No, but they suspect. And with the scandal. He trailed off, eyes dropping to the table. The air thickened, charged with the unsaid. Was this the twist where love bent under weight? I'm not ashamed, Alex. But I can't lose everything. Alex reached across, fingers brushing Jordan's. Neither can I. But hiding? It's killing us both. Jordan's nod was fractional, a dive into deeper water, but as they parted, doubt lingered like fog. The week blurred into a frenzy of media requests and team meetings. The university issued a statement, condemning hate speech, promising review, but Harlan stayed on, his apologies as stiff as a faulty landing. Alex threw himself into training, routines sharpening to razor edges, each flip a fuck you to the doubters. Mia became his anchor, dragging him to pride events where rainbow flags waved like battle standards. There, amid chants and laughter, he met Theo, a transfer from UCLA, tall, tattooed, with a transgender journey inked into his skin and a voice like gravel wrapped in velvet. Theo's story mirrored Alex's, outed by a coach, rebuilt through art and activism. Gymnastics isn't just sport, Theo said one night over vegan burgers, his hand steady on Alex's arm. It's revolution. The spark was intellectual, a friendship forged in fire, but Jordan noticed, his texts cooling like forgotten coffee. Tension crested at the regional qualifiers in Sacramento, the arena a coliseum of spotlights and scrutiny. Reporters swarmed the warm-up area, microphones thrusting like vaulting poles. Alex, how's the team handling the controversy? One asked, lens zooming in. He flashed a practice smile. We're focused on the mats. That's what matters. Inside, his pulse thrummed. Jordan in the stands with the swim squad. Mia beside him. Theo unexpectedly there too. Sign raised. Love leaps higher. Harlan's pre-meet pep talk was clipped. No distractions. Win or go home. His eyes lingered on Alex, a challenge unspoken. Alex's event, floor exercise. The music swelled. His choice, a haunting violin piece that wove loss and triumph. He saluted the judges, chalk puffing like smoke signals, then exploded into motion. Double backs into front layouts, each landing seismic, the crowd's murmur building. But midway, a hesitation, Jordan's text from earlier, proud of you. Always. It fueled him, but doubt crept in, a whisper of fracture. He pushed through, culminating in a triple twist that hung in air like defiance. Scores flashed, 14.7. Gasps rippled. Harlan's face paled, but the victory tasted bittersweet, shadowed by the growing rift with Jordan. Post-meet, celebrations clashed with confrontation. Jordan pulled Alex into a utility closet, the space cramped with mop handles and bleach fumes. Saw you with Theo? What's that about? Jealousy laced his words, raw and unfiltered. Alex's temper flared. Friendship, Jordan. Unlike us, tiptoeing around like we're breaking laws. Jordan recoiled, hurt flashing. I'm trying. My world's not as open as yours. The argument escalated, voices echoing off concrete. Accusations of hiding, of not fighting hard enough. Doors slammed in metaphor, and when they emerged, the bond felt cracked, a fault line waiting to shift. Days later, the crack widened. Anonymous emails flooded Alex's inbox. Screenshots of Jordan at a frat party, arm around a sorority girl, caption, by curious or just confused? Mia slammed her laptop shut. It's fake. Has to be. But doubt poisoned everything. Alex confronted Jordan in the pool hall, chlorine sharp as betrayal. Is it true? Jordan's face crumpled. No, it's edited. Some asshole from swim team stirring shit because of the scandal. Tears welled, unashamed. I love you, Alex. Only you. They clung in the steam, forgiveness tentative, but the leak revealed deeper prejudices. Teammates whispering, sponsors pulling back. The national championships loomed in Indianapolis, a pressure cooker under Hoosier domes. Training intensified, Harlan's mockery muted but eyes watchful, as if waiting for Alex to falter. Theo stepped up, co-choreographing a new routine infused with queer iconography, subtle nods to Stonewall in the flows, resilience in the holds. This is your story, Theo said, spotting Alex on beam. Own it. Jordan attended every session, hands intertwined under tables, their love mending stitch by stitch. But Mia uncovered the leaker, a junior gymnast, Harlan's nephew, driven by inherited hate. The revelation hit like a botched dismount. Confrontation in the gym, nephew's defiance crumbling under team stares. As the bus rolled toward Indy, unity solidified. Harlan pulled Alex aside at the hotel. Kid, I was wrong. Your scores. They're changing things. Gruff admission, no apology, but a crack in the armor. Alex nodded, throat tight. It's not about you, coach. It's about us. The arena thrummed that night, 20,000 strong, banners waving. Alex's turn. Parallel bars, the apparatus that had borne his secrets. Music pulsed, a remix of Born This Way, bold and unapologetic. He mounted with ferocity, releases chaining like linked arms in protest. The crowd hushed as he built to the climax, a triple-back somersault dismount, body arcing through space, time suspending. He stuck it. Perfect, knees locked, chest heaving. Silence blanketed the arena, profound as a held breath. Then, thunder, applause crashing like waves. Judges scores a flawless 15.9. Harlan's stand erupted, fist pumping despite himself. Jordan rushed the floor, embrace fierce. Mia hooped from afar, Theo's grin wide. In that moment, prejudices shattered, love affirmed, not in grand gestures, but in the quiet power of persistence. But triumph was fleeting. Post-gold buzz brought shadows. Sponsors courted Alex, but one retracted, citing image concerns. Jordan's family issued an ultimatum. Choose the relationship or the legacy. The twist came unexpectedly. A leaked recording of Harlan defending Alex to donors, voice cracking. He's the heart of this team. Judge the flips, not the fighter. Redemption raw, forcing Alex to reassess. Friendships deepened. Theo confessed a crush, but boundaries held, evolving into chosen family. Mia's own arc unfolded, reconciling with her conservative sister, vulnerability mirroring Alex's. The off-season tested resolve. A road trip to Texas, Alex's hometown, unearthed old wounds. High school bullies now fathers, whispers turning to awkward handshakes. Jordan met the Riveras, warm tamales, probing questions, emerging bonded, rings unspoken but implied. Back at Stanford, a team overhaul. Harlan retired, mentored by Alex in quiet sessions, bigotry yielding to begrudging respect. Protests flared campus-wide, sparked by their story, banners reading, "Grip Equality." Climax revisited in an exhibition gala. Alex unveiling a routine for allies, a narrative of struggle to soar, incorporating diverse performers. Mia diving mid-air illusions, Theo on trampoline echoes. Jordan narrated, voice steady. Love isn't a score, it's the courage to compete. The arena fell silent again, not in shock, but awe. Tears streaking faces, standing ovation eternal. In quiet aftermaths, Alex traced Jordan's freckles, whispering dreams of Olympics, shared lives. We leaped, Jordan murmured. Together, the world, once a mocking judge, now applauded their arc, proof that from derision springs defiance, from silence, symphonies of self. The off-season haze settled over Palo Alto like a reluctant fog, eucalyptus leaves whispering secrets to the wind as Alex Rivera pedaled home from the Pride Center. His bike tires hummed against cracked sidewalks, carrying the echo of laughter from the open mic. Theo's poetry slamming against microphone feedback, Mia's cover of I Will Survive drawing whoops and hugs. But beneath the warmth, an undercurrent tugged. Jordan's absence tonight, cited as family dinner, the third in a week. Alex chalked it up to stress. Nationals' glory faded, replaced by the grind of midterms and sponsor meetings, but the texts felt clipped, emojis sparse. He locked his bike outside the dorm, the click sharp in the twilight, and found Jordan on the steps, knees drawn up, phone clutched like a lifeline. Hey, Alex said, dropping beside him, shoulder brushing. Jordan's smile was effortful, freckles stark against pallid skin. Parents called again. Dad's pushing law school hard. Says swimming's a hobby, not a career. Alex's gut twisted. He'd heard the stories, the East Coast expectations like invisible leashes. And you? What do you say? Jordan's exhale was ragged. That I want this. Us, the team. But it's like swimming against a riptide. They sat and waited quiet, stars pricking the sky, until Jordan leaned in, lips soft against Alex's temple. Let's run. Clear our heads. The campus trails wound through oaks and artificial lakes, their footsteps syncing like a shared rhythm. Moonlight silvered the path, turning puddles into mirrors. Jordan opened up in fragments. The leaked party photo weaponized by rivals, now fodder for family interrogations. Mom asked if I was experimenting. Like loving you is a phase. Alex halted, breath fogging. It's not. And if they can't see that. Jordan whirled, eyes fierce. I fight for you every day. But I need time. The plea hung, fragile as a held handstand. Alex pulled him close, heartbeats dueling. We have time. All of it. Back in the room, tangled sheets and whispered promises knit the night, but dawn brought Mia pounding on the door. Emergency team huddle. Harlan's out, officially. Coffee sloshed as they hurried to the gym, where interim coach Lena Vargas paced, clipboard in hand. A no-nonsense Latina in her 40s, she'd assisted under Harlan, her silences more potent than shouts. University's cleaning house, she announced to the assembled team. But we're not. Rivera, you're captain now. Lead by example. Alex's nod masked the vertigo. Captaincy was honor laced with pressure, a spotlight on his scars. Practice reshaped under Lena's eye, drills infused with encouragement, not barbs. She pulled Alex aside post-session. Heard your story. Mine too. Out in the 90s, lost endorsements. But you? You're rewriting the script. Her words landed like a perfect stick, bolstering as Jordan's latest text buzzed. Missed you last night. Dinner tomorrow. Relief bloomed, tentative. But ripples from the scandal spread. A conservative blog ran a hit piece, Stanford's Woke Woes, How One Gay Flip Flopped a Legacy, drawing trolls to Alex's socials. Hate mail piled. Go back to the closet, freak. He deleted in batches, but one stung, from an old Texas neighbor. Proud of the boy we raised? Disgrace. Jordan found him staring at the screen, jaw set. Block them all. Their noise. Instead, Alex channeled it into a vlog. Raw, unfiltered. Gymnastics taught me balance. Life's teaching me grace under fire. Views surged, comments shifting to support, a digital chorus. Theo invited him to an art collective meetup, murals splashed with queer icons. Marsha P. Johnson fierce in spray paint. Over falafel, Theo shared his transition timeline, binders to binders of sketches, hormone haze to clarity. Coming out isn't an event, it's an evolution. Alex absorbed it, parallels clicking, both bodies reshaped by will, judged by eyes unearned. A late-night sketch session followed, Theo's pencil capturing Alex mid-vault, lines fluid as flight. This captures you, vulnerable power. The portrait hung in Alex's room, a talisman. Jordan's family visit loomed like a storm front. They flew in for parents' weekend, crisp khakis and pearl necklaces clashing with Stanford's bohemian vibe. Dinner at a upscale bistro, silverware clinking, small talk skating surfaces. Mrs. Hale's smile was polished. Such a charming school. Jordan speaks so highly of Alex. The slip, his name dropped casual, froze the table. Mr. Hale cleared his throat. Team spirit, eh? Alex met his gaze steady. More than that. Jordan's my rock. Silence stretched, then Mrs. Hale softened. We worried. But seeing you too. It's real. The olive branch trembled, but Jordan's grateful squeeze under the table sealed it. Midterms crushed like a poor landing, but Alex aced with Jordan's flashcards and Mia's caffeine runs. A surprise waited post-exam. Tickets to a queer film fest in San Francisco. The four of them, Alex, Jordan, Mia, Theo, piled into Mia's beat-up Civic, foghorns moaning welcome. Film's unspooled stories of love defying odds. Trans couples navigating bureaucracy, lesbian activists storming barricades. Post-screening panel, Alex raised his hand. How do you forgive the unforgivable? The moderator leaned in. You don't. You outgrow it. Laughter, cathartic. But fracture lines reappeared. Swim coach sidelined Jordan for focus issues, whispers linking it to their visibility. It's retaliation. Jordan vented over phone, voice muffled by pool echoes. Alex biked to the aquatic center, confronting the coach in the lobby, calm, collected. He's your star. Punish the hate, not the heart. The man blinked, deflating. Point taken. Jordan emerged dripping, hug fierce. My hero. Yet, in the glow, Alex glimpsed Theo's text. Need to talk. Alone. Coffee shop confessional. Theo's hands shook around his mug. I like you, Alex. More than friend. The admission landed soft, no demand. Alex's heart ached, gratitude tangled with loyalty. Theo, your family. But Jordan. Theo nodded, wry smile. Knew it. Just had to say it. Clears the air. Embrace followed, platonic but profound, boundaries redrawn stronger. Spring break beckoned, a road trip south to Big Sur. Cliffs crashing into ocean, redwoods towering like guardians. They camped. Jordan strumming guitar by firelight, Mia roasting marshmallows to char, Theo sketching waves. Stories flowed like wine. Alex's Texas rodeos masking crushes, Jordan's boarding school heartbreaks. One night, under meteor shower, Jordan proposed a pact. No more hiding. Full out always. Kisses sealed it, stars witnesses. Return brought nationals prep, Lena unveiling exhibition concepts. Collaborative. Voices together. Alex's idea, a queer history routine, movements evoking Harvey Milk's marches, Audre Lorde's fire. Rehearsals bonded the team anew, straight allies learning, fresh queers shining. Harlan appeared unannounced, lurking sidelines. Post-session, he approached Alex gruff. Looks good. Mind if I advise? Tentative bridge, Alex extended hand. Welcome. Gala night shimmered, house packed with donors, activists, families. Backstage buzzed, nerves electric. Alex's solo opened, bar's narrative, from isolation to interconnection. Crowd leaned in, breath synced. Climax, aerial release into Theo's catch, Mia's dive illusion projected. Silence, then roar, standing, tears. Jordan's narration closed. In every leap, a legacy. Backstage, Hales enveloped them, pride genuine. Harlan clapped Alex's back. Proud son. Summer internships scattered them. Alex coaching inner-city kids, Jordan lifeguarding, Mia interning at GLSEN, Theo exhibiting art. Letters bridged gaps, postcards inked with inside jokes. Reunion at Pride Parade, floats thumping bass, confetti rain. They marched arm in arm, signs aloft. Love lands perfect. Olympic trials whispered on horizons. But for now, this, love's quiet vaults, friendship's steady spots. Alex traced Jordan's palm under rainbow arches. We made it. Jordan grinned. And we're just getting started. Olympic dreams flickered like bioluminescent waves as summer waned, pulling Alex back to Stanford's sun-baked courts. Coaching gig at the rec center had been revelation. Kids with gangly limbs and wide eyes. mirroring his younger self, tumbling through fears. One boy, Timmy, all elbows and whispers, clung after class. "Coach Alex, are you like me? Different." Heart clench, Alex knelt. "Difference our superpower, kid. Use it to fly." Timmy's grin stuck with him, a talisman against the cynicism creeping in from trial buzz. Jordan's text from the coast glowed with salt-rimmed photos, waves bigger than doubts. But calls revealed cracks, lifeguard shifts long, family visits laced with subtle suggestions of settling down with someone suitable. Alex soothed with voice memos, routines recited like lullabies. Mia's GLSEN internship unearthed horrors, school boards banning books, coaches echoing Harlan. "We're winning battles," she FaceTimed, backdrop rainbow murals. But the war's endless. Theo's exhibit opening streamed live, galleries humming, his pieces selling to collectors who murmured brave. Alex toasted virtually, pride swelling. Fall semester slammed in like a full twist, syllabus stacks teetering. As captain, Alex mediated team squabbles, a straight freshman's awkward allyship, a bi-vault specialist coming out jitters. Lena's leadership was steel-wrapped silk, drills punctuated by, "Why do we flip?" to rise. Harlan's shadow visits evolved, tips traded over Gatorade, old barbs softened to banter. "Your form's tighter than my ex's alimony," he'd grunt, eliciting eye rolls. A campus forum on inclusivity thrust Alex into spotlight. Panel with admins, activists, a closeted professor questions pelted. "How do we combat microaggressions?" He spoke from gut. "Acknowledge them, then amplify the muted." Applause thrummed, but post-event, a heckler cornered him, frat boy reeking of axe, slurring special rights for specials. Jordan materialized, chest out. "Back off. Or explain to security why you're explaining equality." The guy slunk away, but adrenaline lingered, their walk home charged. "My night," Alex teased, but Jordan's jaw stayed tight. "Can't lose you to idiots." Deeper dive, Jordan confessed therapy sessions, unpacking bi-erasure from family, media. "Feels like I'm half accepted everywhere." Alex listened, holding space. "You're whole to me." Vulnerability bonded them. Nights tangled in debates over queer lit. James Baldwin's fire, Alison Bechdel's graphs. Theo's orbit tightened platonically, study group anchor, his trans lens sharpening discussions on gender in sports. One evening, over pizza, he dropped a bomb. Applying for assistant coach at a trans youth camp. "Your rec story's inspired." Alex beamed. "Do it. Change lives." Mia crashed the hang, announcing her sister's visit, reconciliation arc peaking. "She's bringing pie?" And questions. Over dinner, the sister probed gently. "How'd you know?" Mia's answer. "When hiding hurt more than truth." Trials prep ramped, Jim a forge of sweat and strategy. Lena scouted rivals, Alex choreographing hybrids, pommel flare with cultural weaves. Sponsor snag hit mid-October, athletic wear brand pulling support after optics review. Code for his visibility. Fury boiled, but Mia unearthed alternatives. Queer-owned labels, campaigns tagged flip the script. Jordan modeled the debut line, photo shoot under golden hour, bodies in motion, love in frames. Thanksgiving fractured traditions. Alex flew Texas-bound, Jordan tagging along. Hales hosting a hybrid feast in Palo Alto. Rivera's met Hales over Zoom. Tacos virtual, laughs bridging miles. Mr. Rivera, weathered rancher, cleared throat. "Heard about the trials. Make us proud, Mijo." Mrs. Hale chimed, "Both of you." Toasts clinked pixels, families fusing tentative. Holiday blur, Jordan's beach bonfire. Alex introducing him to childhood trails. Dusty arroyos where he'd practiced flips on hay bales. A storm rolled in, rain sheeting, forcing shelter in an old barn. Lightning cracked stories. Jordan's first crush on a debate team girl, then boy. Alex's prom fake date masking pining. Laughter mingled with thunder, bond deepening in deluge. Winter quarter iced in, trials 2 months out. Training plateaued, frustration mounting, grips slipping, scores dipping. Lena called intervention, mental blocks. Talk it out. Group therapy circle formed, teams spilling. Insecurities, identities. Alex shared the sponsor loss. "Feels like punishment for being me." Jordan squeezed his knee. "It's their loss. You're gold." Theo's camp gig landed, stories filtering back, kids blooming, flips symbolizing transitions. Your influence, man. Mia's sister bonded fully, co-planning a pride float. Harlan's full pivot stunned. Guest speaker at Ally Workshop, voice gravelly. I was wrong. Ignorance blinds. Alex opened my eyes. A rival scandal erupted. Ohio State coach outed for harassment. Parallels drawing media. Alex's interview went viral. Toxicity isn't sport-specific. It's human. Rooted out. Backlash minimal. Support title. Valentine's surprise. Jordan blindfolded him to the Arboretum. Picnic under string lights. No hiding tonight. Rings exchanged. Not marriage, but commitment. Engraved, leap together. Whispers promised futures. Shared apartment, Olympic villages. Trials week descended. Colorado Springs Arena echoing pre-ghosts. Qualifiers day, nerves electric. Jordan in stands with Mia, Theo streaming. Alex's bars set clean, 14.8, qualifying secure. But beam wobble, mental echo of old mocks, score dipping. Lena's post, one event. Redeem tomorrow. Night of reckoning, all-around finals. Music his choice, Lords Royals, underdog anthem. Floor ignited, bounds boundless, twists triumphant. Pommel precision, rings raw power. Vaulted doubts. Parallel poetry. High bar pinnacle. Release sequence soaring, dismount thunderous. Scores, 88.2. Podium bound, metal cold against skin, Jordan's kiss salt tanged. But twist mid-celebration, anonymous tip to USAG, Harlan's past complaints buried. Investigation loomed, his redemption teetering. Alex testified, truth his vault. He changed. Give grace. Verdict, probation, mentorship mandated. Post-trials glow, Olympic team announced, Alex rostered. Jordan's Nationals swim berth sink training. Summer plans coalesced, joint camps, family barbecues. In quiet moments, Alex reflected, from mocked mat to metal mantle, love the true score. Olympic Village shimmered on the horizon like a mirage, but pre-camp in Colorado dragged with administrative tangles, doping tests, media trainings, the bureaucratic backflip of elite sport. Alex Rivera arrived early, duffel slung over shoulder, the altitude thinning air and sharpening resolve. Teammates trickled in, veterans with calloused confidence, newbies wide-eyed. His roommate, Diego, a vault specialist from Miami with a pansexual flag patch on his bag, grinned easy. Heard you're the drama king. Spill. Alex laughed, unpacking routines. Just flipping the script. Jordan's swim camp overlapped, their schedules syncing stolen lunches in mess halls, protein shakes, and pilfered desserts. Missed the dorm chaos, Jordan murmured, fork twirling jello, this feels. Adult. Alex smirked. Adult means more privacy. Winks exchanged, but undercurrents stirred. Jordan's coach pushing solo endorsements, whispers of distractions. Alex sensed it, filing away for later. Mia visited weekend, Theo in tow, road trip from Cali, car crammed with snacks and manifestos. They hiked Pikes Peak, lungs burning, views vast. At summit, Mia unfurled a banner. Queer athletes conquer. Selfie snapped, post viral. Theo's quiet aside to Alex. Proud of your path. Makes mine possible. Embrace lingered, fraternal fire. Harlan's mentorship materialized awkwardly. Weekly Zooms, his ranch backdrop, faded glory. Form check, he'd bark, then soften. Remember, kid, pressure's privilege. Alex absorbed, grudging respect budding. Lena's oversight kept it clean, her texts. Eyes on the prize. Media mill ground on. Profiles and outs ports, the flip that freed. Alex's soundbite steady. Sports for everyone. Full stop. But a conservative outlet twisted quotes. Activist over athlete. Trolls resurfaced, but fan mail countered. Letters from rural queers. You made me brave. Camp intensified. Double sessions, foam pits swallowing falls. Diego opened up one night, sprawl on bunks. Family disowned me post coming out. Gymnastics my tether. Alex shared Texas tales, closet crushes, coach echoes. Found family here. Bond sealed over protein bars. Jordan's strain surfaced midweek. Late call, voice edged. Coach cornered me. Says the team's watching my personal life. Thinks you're pulling focus. Alex's temper flared cold. Let him. We're champions. Reassurance flowed, but seeds of isolation planted. Theo's art collab proposed, Olympic-themed exhibit, athlete muses. Alex posed mid-routine, body arched, vulnerability captured in oils. This is legacy, Theo said, brush dipping. Mia's GLSEN work intersected. Panel on athlete mental health, Alex keynoting. Gold's great, but mental medals matter. Q&A unearthed stories, depression dives, anxiety apparatus. Support circle formed, virtual lifelines. A team-building retreat to hot springs, steam rising, barriers dissolving. Stories steamed out, bisexuality biases, trans tape troubles. Laughter cathartic, bonds basalt strong. Pre-Olympics gala in Rio, wait, no, LA qualifier event. Suits starched, flashes blinding. Jordan's arm linked, Hale's beaming section. Harlan cornered awkwardly. Looking sharp. Don't choke. Gruff care, Alex's clap back. Won't. Thanks to you. Injury scare hit. Tweak in shoulder during rings drill. Ice immediate. PT grind followed, Jordan's massages tender. Rest. You're unbreakable. Scans clear, but lesson lingered. Bodies fragile as hearts. Family fusion peaked. Rivera stateside, joint dinner in Denver. Tamales met clam chowder, toast bilingual. Mr. Hale pulled Alex aside. You grounded him. Thank you. Mrs. Rivera hugged Jordan. Mi familia now. Trials redux for alternates, but Alex is all-around locked. Celebration bonfire, Esmores and songs, Diego's guitar strumming anthems. Mia crashed via video, Theo's face split-screen grin. Village arrival, modular dorms, flags fluttering. Opening ceremonies loomed, torch relay hype. Alex's kit unpacked. Grips, tape, Jordan's locket, freckle photo inside. Swim gym crossover, joint yoga, stretches sinking breaths. Jordan's whisper, this is us, parallel paths. But coach friction escalated. Jordan benched for form, code for fallout. Alex intervened, admin meeting, merit, not bias. Resolution, probation, Jordan reinstated. Theo's exhibit toured, pieces in village gallery. Alex's portrait drew crowds, murmurs of inspiring. Mia's remote rally, pride torch for team, virtual vigils. Harlan's final zoom, go win. For the underdogs. Click, connection severed, but impact etched. Ceremonies night, stadium pulsing, nations parading. Alex marched, rainbow pin subtle, Jordan waving from swim section. Torch lit, flame eternal. Competition dawn, quals day. Bars call, chalk clouds. Routine flawless, 15.1, team gasps. Vault victory, floor fire. All-around lead. But twist, anonymous leak, rivals doping hint, investigation stalls. USAG clears, but shadow casts. Jordan's prelims, butterfly blur, gold touch. Embrace poolside. We soar. Semi-surge, intensity peaks, rivals razor. Alex's beam balance, rings resolve. Finals eve, village walk, stars southern. Jordan's hand. Whatever tomorrow, we're gold. Finals dawn broke with a vengeance. The Rio sun gilding the arena like molten gold, but inside Alex Rivera's chest, a storm brewed fiercer than any tropical squall. He'd barely slept, the anonymous doping whisper morphing into a full-blown USAG probe. Teammates sidelined for samples, reporters circling like vultures. It's bullshit, Diego muttered over breakfast protein, fork stabbing eggs. Some losers desperate. Alex nodded, but doubt gnawed. Who'd plant the seed? His clean record was ironclad, but scandal stuck like chalk residue. Lena gathered the team pre-warm-up, voice a steady anchor. Focus on your mat. Let lawyers handle lies. Her eyes met Alex's, trust unspoken, but heavy. Jordan slipped in from swim warm-ups, quick hug reeking of chlorine. You're clean. They know it. His faith was balm, but as Alex taped wrists, fingers trembled faint. The arena hummed, 20,000 voices a distant roar, flags snapping in AC gusts. All-around rotation kicked off on floor, music swelling, Alex's playlist a queer anthem mashup, Gloria Gaynor to Troye Sivan. He exploded into bounds, each layout a liberation, twists tearing through air thick with scrutiny. Landing stuck, crowd murmur cresting. Score, 15.2. Relief exhaled, but probe shadow loomed. Pommel horse next, leather slick under grips, swings chaining hypnotic. Midway hold wavered, mind flashed to leak, to Harlan's old sneers, but he powered through, dismount crisp. 14.9, teammates fist bumped, Diego's Vamonos, echoing. Rings called, the apparatus that had birthed his fire. Straps bit deep, pulled across a crucifixion of control. Strength poured out, iron cross held eternal, released to hecht soaring. Thud perfect. 15.4, arena pulse quickened, judges huddled, pencils scratching. Vault rotation, runway sprint, planned explosive. Handspring front double full, airborne eternity, twist uncoiling. Stick seismic. 15.3, Jordan's whoop pierced from stands, Mia and Theo's signs bobbing. Rivera rules. Parallel bars, fluid poetry, giants whipping, release to Kovacs chaining. Each transition a testament, to loves held, prejudices hurled. Dismount triple back, rotation flawless, feet fused. 15.5, lead solidified, but probe update buzzed phone. Cleared. Full steam. High bar finale. The pinnacle, grips chalked white as resolve. Swing to Stalder, body inverting worlds. Catch of release, bar to bar invisible thread. Build to climax. Triple front to double back dismount. Hurtling through void. Time fractured. Air kiss, rotation pure. Landing, knees absorbed, arms flung victory. Score flashed, 15.6. Total, 91.9. Gold secured, arena erupting. Podium ascent, metal heavy, anthem swelling. Tears pricked, not for glory, but grind. Texas dust to Rio roar. Jordan vaulted barriers, embrace crushing. My Olympian. Mia and Theo mobbed, group hug chaotic joy. Harlan's text, knew you had it. Damn proud. Press frenzy followed. Flashes blinding, mics thrusting. Alex, the probe relief? He grinned genuine. Truth always lands. Questions pivoted. Impact of visibility. Loves my spotter. Jordan, family, team, they flip with me. After party pulsed in Village Square, samba beats, athletes mingling. Diego dragged him to dance floor, hips sinking loose. Jordan joined, trio twirling, bisexual flags waving mental. Mia cornered a Brazilian activist, plotting global alliances. Theo sketched the scene, colors vivid. Quiet corner. Jordan pulled him aside, eyes serious under string lights. That leak? Traced to Ohio coach's assistant. Rivalry revenge. Alex's laugh bittersweet. Let karma vault. Deeper. Post-games my turn. Proposing we move in. NYC, your coaching dreams, my grad school. Alex's yes was whisper, kiss seal. Closing ceremonies loomed, but side quests beckoned. Clinic for favela kids, flips on makeshift mats. There on mirrored Timmy's, cycles closing. You fly like angels, a girl said. Alex knelt. You will too. Theo's exhibit pop-up. Olympic oils drew dignitaries, sales funding youth art. Your gold's in here, he tapped a canvas. Mia's GLSEN tie-in. Athlete pledges for inclusive schools, signatures flooding. Harlan flew in unannounced, grizzled in tourist polo. Beach walk, waves lapping confessions. Therapy, kid. Your push. Alex's arms slung. Growth's the real medal. Family calls bridged oceans. Rivera's cheering in Espanol. Hale's toasting champagne. Our boys, Mrs. Hale beamed. Post-Rio come down. Village emptying, echoes hollow. Alex and Jordan lingered, hand-in-hand dawn walks. What now? Jordan mused. Everything. Return stateside. Ticker tape in Stanford Quad. Mayor's key honorary. But normalcy called. Classes, practices. Apartment hunt NYC. Lofts with high ceilings for flips. Views of Hudson dreams. Fall fresh. NYU join enrollment. Alex adjunct coaching. Jordan poli-sci seminars. First night in. Boxes unpacked. Bed unmade. Love made. Mia's wedding surprise. To her sister reconciled partner. Elopement beach. Alex best man. Vows echoing his own. Theo's grant. Trans athlete doc. Alex featured. Our stories amplified. Scandal coda. Ohio assistant band, just as quiet. Winter Gala, Alex's choreo, ensemble queer history, milk to marriage equality, movements marching. Standing ovation, Harlan front row clapping. Olympic afterglow faded to legacy building. Foundation launched, leap forward. Scholarships for LGBTQ plus youth sports. First recipient, Timmy, beaming. Jordan's proposal proper, Central Park autumn, leaves flaming. Knee drop, ring simple. Leap with me forever? Yes, tear stung. Wedding whispers, small, fierce, rainbows woven. Years blurred, coaching nationals, Jordan's policy wins, family growing, adoptions dreamed. Alex reflected ringside, student flipping, from mock to mentor, silence to symphony. Love, the ultimate routine. Years wove like silk threads through the loom of life. Each season adding pattern to the tapestry. Alex Rivera and Jordan Hale had begun spinning on that Rio podium. New York City's pulse quickened their steps, subway rumbles syncing with heartbeats, skyline silhouettes framing stolen kisses on fire escapes. The loft in Chelsea, with its exposed brick and vaulted ceilings perfect for impromptu handstands, became sanctuary. Mornings of Jordan's pancakes flipping alongside Alex's coffee grinds, evenings of policy debates dissolving into tangled sheets and shared silences. Jordan's grad program at Columbia burrowed deep into social justice, his thesis dissecting by invisibility in media, pages peppered with their story, anonymized but aching true. This is for the kids like me, he'd say, laptop glow etching shadows on his freckles. Alex nodded, spotting him through revisions as surely as on bars. His adjunct role at NYU's sports psych department bloomed unexpectedly. Lectures on resilience drawing overflow crowds, queer athletes clustering post-class for war stories. You make theory feel like tumbling. A non-binary fencer confessed once, eyes bright. Mia's elopement had set the bar, barefoot on Malibu's sands. Her partner's vows a poet's promise, Alex's toast slinging to dives deeper than oceans. Now, their own wedding loomed, intimate affair planned for Texas Hill Country. 50 guests, wildflowers wild, under Rivera's sprawling oak. Invites winged out. Theo's RSVP with sketch enclosed, intertwined rings in ink. Lena's wouldn't miss flipping the aisle. Even Harlan, scrawled note, boots polished. Proud. Prep chaos charmed. Suit fittings interrupted by campus protests. Jordan mediating chants while Alex vaulted barricades metaphorically. Family dynamics danced delicate. Hale's funding venue. Rivera's catering barbacoa. Cultural mash warm as embraces. Mrs. Hale pulled Jordan aside pre-rehearsal dinner. He's your balance beam. Cherish. Mr. Rivera clapped Alex's back. Mijo, love like you compete. Full commitment. Ceremony day dawn dew kissed. Sun gilding wildflowers. Aisle of petals pressed under bare feet. Mia officiating in flowing white. Voice steady. Love isn't absence of fall. It's the rise. Vows exchanged. Rings sliding simple gold. Jordan's in every stroke. You're my breath. Alex's in every grip. You're my hold. Kiss sealed. Cheers erupted. Theo's whoop. Diego's conga line start. Reception under stars. Toast torrential. Harlan rose awkward. Beer foam mustache. I mocked a boy once. Now, man who taught me mercy. Laughter, claps bridging past. Dance floor ignited. First spin to perfect by Ed Sheeran. Bodies close. World fading. Honeymoon in Greece. Islands hopping. Ruins whispering ancients' loves. Sappho's echoes in olive groves. Cliff dives for Jordan. Acro yoga for Alex. Nights star-blanketed. Return thrust into foundation frenzy. Leap forward's inaugural camp. 20 queer youth tumbling under expert eyes. Timmy, now teen lanky, led warm-ups. Full circle grin. Coach Alex, watch this. Triple back, stuck proud. Donors poured. Out CEO grants. Corporate pivots post-Rio. Theo's doc premiered Sundance. Vaulting veils. Raw reels of trans athletes. Alex's segment on allyship raw. Standing ovation. Distribution deals. Impact rippling. Mia's mayoral run in Oakland. Campaign trail fierce. Alex stumping weekends. Victory night. Confetti. Tears. Madam Mayor chants. Harlan's health scare mid-year. Hip replacement, gruff calls for form checks. Alex visited ranch, dust devils dancing. Rest, old man. Harlan's wink, learned from best. Adoption arc unfolded gentle. Paperwork mountains, home studies probing. First match, sibling pair, Luca 8 and Sophia 5, eyes wide at loft flips. Can we learn? Jordan knelt. Every day. Court finalization, family forged, names added. Rivera hail. Parenting pivoted worlds. Luca's soccer dreams, Sophia's ballet twirls. Bedtime routines blending goodnight moon with grip tales. Jordan's policy role at UN, global advocacy, trips balanced by FaceTime forts. Alex's Olympic encore, Tokyo deferral to Paris 2024, coaching interim. Training tandem, father-son flips in park, Jordan's spotting dives in pool. Global gigs beckoned, keynote in Sydney, workshop in Berlin, queer kinesthetics, bodies as protest. Audiences absorbed, questions cascading. Anniversary 5th, vow renewal micro, just them on Texas porch, rings polished, promises deepened. Luca's coming out at 12. Like you, Dad Alex? Heart full, hug encompassing. Exactly. And love double. Sophia's ally arc, school project on Stonewall, poster beaming. Mia's re-election, landslide, cabinet poach of Jordan. Theo's gallery solo, leap lines, Alex muse eternal. Harlan's passing quiet, ranch funeral, eulogy Alex's. He fell, then rose. Like us all. Legacy layered, book deal, grip of grace. Memoir weaving mats to marriage. Paris loomed, Alex 28, body honed, spirit steel. Opening, flame lit, family section, Jordan, kids waving flags. Quals, routines refined, scores soaring. Finals, bars blaze, gold encore. Podium, metal twin, anthem echo. Jordan's kiss, kids shrieks joy. Post, retirement nod, coaching full, Olympic pipeline, queer core. Final reflection, loft sunset, Jordan's hand in his. From silence to song. Alex smiled. Our routine endless.